The Oscar season has begun and Manchester by the Sea is a strong contender for several categories.
If you could take one guy to an island with you and you knew you'd be safe because he was the best man, he was going to keep you happy, if it was between me and your father, who would you take?
My daddy.
I can't believe how hard it is to adequately talk about Manchester by the Sea. But of course I will try to anyway. So let's begin with the easy stuff. Manchester by the Sea is the third directorial work of Kenneth Lonergan and it stars Casey Affleck as a quiet working class man named Lee Chandler. When he gets the message that his brother Joe, played by Kyle Chandler, died, he also learns that he is now the guardian of his 16-year-old nephew Patrick. He travels back to his hometown Manchester by the Sea, where he lived many years with his now ex-wife Randy and their children. The story unravels with small flashbacks, giving us more and more information about Lee's past. First, I wasn't so sure what the main focus would be, and I always love to go into a movie knowing only very little about it. With the big blockbusters that's almost never the case, but with indie movies like this I really embrace it. And I don't want to give too many details away to you as well. The main focus could have been the relationship between the two brothers. It could have been the one with his ex-wife, played by Michelle Williams, or his new role as an unintentional guardian to Patrick. Well, it's kind of all those things, but mainly the last. And most of all, it's about Lee Chandler, Affleck's character himself. It's his movie, the movie of Chandler and the movie of Affleck, who gives a monster performance as a deeply tormented human being. For a long time you wonder what it is exactly that troubles this man, and when they tell you it's almost unbearable to take. And so it's all the more fascinating that Manchester by the Sea is quite the funny movie. It's not a comedy, but I can't say it any other way than by pointing out that this might be one of the funniest serious movies I've seen. The stuff Lonergan is dealing with, he wrote the screenplay himself, is very heavy and reminds us that human tragedy might be right around the corner for every one of us. But it's also very refreshing to see a movie that deals with serious stuff and can also make you smile and laugh. I often have an issue with movies that are just dark and brooding with no humor in them whatsoever. When it's a genre movie, it can work. For example, David Fincher's Seven? Not the funniest film. But when a movie is mostly dealing with real life, I find it better and more real to give us some moments of laughter as well. Because no matter how bad everything turns out, the life is too chaotic and strange and its people too effed up to not give you some funny moments as well. And that can make your misery, in this case Lee Chandler's, only worse, or you can get the feeling there is no place left for you in this world, but it can also give you a glimpse of hope or open up a new way of dealing with your stuff and maybe even a possibility to start something fresh. Manchester by the Sea features some of the best acting this year, and not just from Affleck but from Michelle Williams and especially the young Lucas Hedges as well. It's wonderfully edited, gives you well fleshed out and complex, real-feeling characters, and I think it will stay with you for a while. I saw it just a few days ago at the Vienna International Film Festival, and I think I have to think about it some more. There were definitely a few moments in there where I wasn't feeling it as strongly as I hope I would, and sometimes some scenes got almost too cartoony, but I'm not sure if I would consider it a flaw. Right now I give Manchester by the Sea 8 out of 10.
I'm not gonna bother you. I'm gonna just sit here until you calm down.
All right, I'm calming now. Would you please just go away?
No.
Alright, that's it. Like always, please tell me in the comments below what you think about Manchester by the Sea. You can hit me up on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram simply at TheJimmyCage. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, whatever you like.